Thanks for joining us here on the Owls Media Network Sullivan Tire Postgame Show. We're joined by head coach Sarah Testo as Keene State falls to University of Southern Maine 3-2 in extra time. Coach Testo, thanks for being here. We really appreciate your time. How proud are you of this team's ability to fight back, not only through this game but throughout the whole season?
Yeah, very proud of them. I said to them at the end. Yeah, I mean they showed a lot of they overcame adversity at different games. EastCon game losing 1-0, scored 44 seconds left in the game. They definitely fought. We just didn't have what it took today. We needed to play our best game against they're the 3-time defending champs, so had to play your best game against them today. They're battle tested. They've been here. I have a lot of young kids on my team.
Mm-hmm.
Only my juniors and seniors have played in a semifinal game. So yeah, I mean it was a good experience for them, but definitely, thought that we had a good chance this season. I think that we showed during the course of the season that we could play with any team in the conference. We went undefeated, we didn't lose. This was the only loss we have against the LAC team all year.
Granted, it's in overtime too, so
yeah. Proud of them. Obviously, we're disappointed right now. Going to give them a couple days off, and then we're going to get back to work. See if we can go win ACAC championship.
Absolutely,
Coach. And you spoke a little bit about this being a new experience for a lot of your players. Obviously, for these seniors and these juniors, how proud are you of them? How happy are you for them to reach this point, a semifinal at home?
Well, I think it's awesome. I think we finished ninth, dead last year,
yeah.
and we got we were the 2 seed this year. I mean that's a huge improvement. I think sometimes going through seasons like that, in hindsight are good. They learned a lot from it. They grew as players, and I think that's why we had the season that we had. Is they're tough. They're tough to beat. I think that's one of the things that a lot of teams would say about us is that we are tough to beat. I think that we gave a good fight against Southern Maine tonight, and they've been here. They've got really experienced players, and we just didn't play our best game tonight. To be honest, we didn't connect the way we normally connect and transition out of the back. And you had to play clean tonight and play.
Mm-hmm.
Make no mistakes to come out with the win. So, they gave us a good game. At least I guess it was a good game. Hopefully it was a good game for the fans,
Absolutely. I think that'll do it. Thanks so much for joining us, Coach Testo. Appreciate it all the time this season.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks so much.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my Jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my Jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
My name is Zachary Irving. I am a business management and finance major. After I graduate, I am going up to Bar Harbor, Maine. I'm going to work as a climbing guide for Acadia Mountain Guides. I'm going to get to be outdoors all the time and really do what I'm passionate about, which is teaching other people how to rock climb and showing them the places that I'm passionate about. Keene State allowed me to pursue my passions in a way that convinced me to pursue them for my career, and I'm glad that I'll be able to continue doing that afterwards.
And welcome back. A heartbreaker here for Keene State women's soccer as they fall in the LEC semifinal in overtime. Michaela Magid got the overtime winner for the Huskies to propel them to the LEC championship on Saturday, where they will host number 4 seed Western Connecticut State. Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by Engelberth Construction, New Car Nissan of Keene, Brickhouse Pizza and Wings, Fenton Family Dealerships, Chartwell's C&W Services, Fieldstone Land Consultants, the Melanson Company, Sid's Carpet and Snooze Room, Sullivan Tire, Northeast Delta Dental, Quality Care, the New Hampshire Army National Guard, Bellavance Beverages, and the Luxury Box Photo Booth. We have plenty more action coming up on the Owls Media Network. Tomorrow night is the LEC semifinal for field hockey. The Owls will also host Southern Maine. That one will start at 6 p.m. on Friday. Women's volleyball takes on Western Connecticut at 5. Men's basketball on the road to start their season. Women's ice hockey also on the road. Men's ice hockey will be home against Babson for their first LEC matchup of the season. And then Saturday, we have a men's and women's ice hockey doubleheader on the Owls Media Network at 3:30 and at 7 p.m. For Carson, Flake, Elias, Stowell-Aleman, and our great team here on the Owls Media Network, my name is Teddy Steinberg. Thank you for watching and have a great night.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.